Content warning. Tales of Tupenia features some depictions and descriptions of violence, as well as themes consistent with abuse and alcoholism. These are not incredibly common, but be warned. Hey everybody, Belby here, the DM of Tales of Tupenia. Just a couple of announcements before we start up session. Tales of Tupenia is a D&D live play show created by fans for fans, and as such features many homebrew elements. We're not actors nor experts, we're just a group of friends having fun. That being said, we are aware of some audio issues that are present throughout the early episodes. In a campaign that we plan on being full length, please bear with us as we work to make the best show and viewer experience that we can. Furthermore, there will be an effect that plays occasionally in a place of a small number of places, institutions, and people. Right here. This sound effect is intentional and will be explored and explained as the campaign goes on. If you're interested in supporting the show, check out the link to the Patreon in the video description, which will feature different levels of access, including but not limited to Side of Tots, a talkback show that begins at around episode 16, as well as a monthly gaming video with the party, and our quarterly merch, which for the first quarter will only be $10 a month, since Side of Tots will be following behind. Thank you, and appreciate your support for the show. Bye!
On the Lamani Islands, they say if the Hollow Mountain sings to you, you should always listen, for the song itself can carry you out to sea. This was, of course, the one place Uprush always wanted to go. Dmitri Zephius gained the nickname Uprush from a young age, as he always displayed a surge of emotion and passion, strong enough to sweep away any who were ill-prepared for his enthusiasm. He's like an uprush of seawater when he talks, became the easiest way to describe him to seafarers, wondering why an 8-year-old might be hanging out by the docks so often. Aside from his enthusiasm regarding shipfaring, Uprush's mother helped with restocking seafaring ships that would stop by the islands, so meeting seafarers was the norm. This norm for young Uprush was shaken up when a young girl with curly hair made her way onto the island, proclaiming all the world's gold and cookies would be hers someday. From then on, Uprush and the girl nicknamed Cookie would spend their days together fantasizing about being adventurers out on the open sea. Cookie's father would take Uprush under his wing, despite the concerns of Uprush's mother. As he became a man, Uprush gained respect and camaraderie aboard the ship known as the Great White. But Uprush saw a side of the captain no one else quite recognized. Amidst an attempt to convince Cookie to leave the crew with him permanently, Uprush was accused of mutiny, shot in the chest, and left aboard a dinghy to float out at sea. The last thing Uprush heard was the sound of his friend's voice, the splash of the waves, and the sound of the wind's song, all before reaching the unfamiliar shores of Balestone. Chasing away back out into the open seas, Uprush took up bartending to accrue enough coin and a new crew, all with the hope of reuniting with his dearest friend.
Born to seafaring merchants, Jack and Robin, hailing from Arigian and Kelcary, neither of whom were willing to give up a life on the sea. Hector grew up barely 4 years before returning to the sea for a life of adventure. His youngest mentor in the clerical arts was a steward of the drowned, a medic known as Tim Callaghan. Eventually, his parents' honest merchant dealings led them into conflict with a pirate crew of a fearsome captain, where Hector's parents passed away tragically, with barely enough surviving members to crew the ship into the nearest harbor. Hector's friend Tim took him in, a blessing for young Hector that quickly was dashed as he was left with a smile in the main temple of the drowned stewards in the town of Cotton's Creek, to be raised by one Albert Sparrow, an older steward past his prime. Hector went on to become a fellow steward of the drowned, sailing the seas, protecting ships from the same fate that befell his parents. One day, a group of pirates captured him and stuck him in the upstairs closet of a seaside cottage, held prisoner for a week until the early crew of the Bearded Dragon found him. A crew that Hector has stood fiercely by ever since.
Grow Kadag was born and raised in the kingdom of the Red Dawn. His parents, Shior and Calabax, and siblings and fellow orcs were brutal fighters, taught to hone their aggression in battle against their enemies. Grow grew to become the tallest and burliest of his family, and one of the largest offspring of the Red Dawn. A capable fighter with a gargantuan size, a towering stature, and mammothian teeth that would make any regular human quite intensely shit their pants. Through his straight, raven black hair parts at the middle, a real charmer. He was inducted into the Black Blood clan and went on many adventures. As time passed, the clan would realize something about Grow that infuriated them. He was a sweetheart. He would frequently gaze upon beautiful natural flora and fauna and would resist killing any individuals who wouldn't directly harm him. Whereas all the other orcs were intelligent and livelihood skills and battle practices and tactical knowledge, Grow was a simpleton. His sheer size and strength was enough for him to push through any obstacles presented to the Black Bloods. But even as the rest of the Black Bloods slowly turned their backs on him, Grow was too simple to see it. To him, they were his family. So he stayed with them, until one blissful morning when Grow woke to emptiness around him. The Black Bloods were gone, and Grow hadn't the slightest clue of where to go. Only a name. Bartholomew. Unfortunately, for Grow, he couldn't figure out how to pronounce it. He wandered the countryside finding people who at first rejected him and were scared of him, but would warm up to him through his politeness and simplicity. After many months of wandering and helping, 3 years later, Grow would eventually make it to the city of Benict in the kingdom of Pustab, where he befriended a total bar owner, Rue, and would help her with chores and errands. The city of Benict would see that Grow was an enigma, a condemnation of their treatment of orcs, but some would have prejudices too deep to set aside. Grow left the city, joining the crew of the Bearded Dragon to chase the thrill of battle and to make a new name for himself. With a new crew, a new weapon, and a new cause at his side, Grow's path wanders far away from those who once threw insults his way, even if he was too simple to understand them anyways.
Adrian Drake was born and raised in Winterstone. Being the second son of the Admiral of the Kingdom, Adrian always lived a life of adventure and wanted to be out at sea like his father. He and his brother lived their early lives with a nanny, though Adrian snuck out multiple times into the slums, getting into trouble with his best friend Karn. Later on in his years, he was hired onto the Agalita, a trade ship with an older captain Adrian saw as second father. During one voyage at sea, an Asmer named Ariel came aboard trying to get Adrian to do a quest for his god, and would not leave until he did so. While the two were below deck in a heated argument, the Agalita was suddenly assailed by pirates, an all-out assault, which was suddenly disrupted as a bolt of lightning rent the sky, sinking the ship and all aboard it. Adrian woke up in the middle of the sea alone, at least that's what he thought, until days later, a dry voice echoed through his head. The self-same voice of the Asmer he previously encountered. Drake made his slow way back to port, where he and Ariel now share the same body, though not, perhaps, the same goals.
I do not recall when exactly I became what we are today, but here be what I will share. Little John Jack grew up in the slums of Smiva, me mama telling me the stories of Klek, the devourer of the treasonous, he who swallows the liars and cheats. Never understood why nobody heeded the warnings. We couldn't even trust our leaders, those meant to protect us. Instead, the Baron took me mother from me. I found a new home in the old elf tree, and found a new family all my own. Then he took that away too. I escaped the town with nothing but my clothes and a few friends. And me brother in all but blood, I would have followed him to the ends of the world. And I did. And we were free. Yet the world took that from me too. Han, my brother, he sold me out for wealth and power. Under the thumb of the Baron of Bimbolo, the very man who took everything from me, I found if you take enough from a man, you make a monster. With nothing of the little boy in me left, the fish from my mama's stories spoke to me. I thought it a mere illusion, but it delivered us to new friends and freedom. I know it take more than fables to fix the wrongs of the world. Be taken more than the blood, sweat, and tears that has already been taken. It be taken something more. With me crew, we be feeding the fishes.
Hey everybody, just wanted to bring you up to date with some issues that may exist in these next two episodes of Tales of Tupenia. In episodes 3 and 4, we were sort of dealing with some audio issues, some internet issues, and some storm interference. So you may notice some more edits throughout the course of these videos that are going to be a little bit different than the normal rest of the episodes are. Enjoy the bits and bobs and the assorted nature of these. Thank you for supporting Tales of Tupenia. Bye-bye. Okay, so you guys are, currently, you guys had just ended up at their little forest abode, the abode of these gnomes, and they had recruited the Hand, to go and help out, with their, you know, their scouting escapades over, well, I say escapades, you know, missions, with how fucked up the Despotate is, calling it an escapade might be a little, it might be a little light. Mm-hmm. It's like, man, we're sure having a great time over here. Meanwhile, there are people being, like, tortured in the streets and, like, stuff like that. It's like, oh, maybe not an escapade.
Maybe not so great.
Yeah. No Tiptoe Through the Tulips by, Tim Whatever playing. Yeah.
Of course.
Through the window.
Oh.
There we go.
Okay.
I've returned. I was frozen for a second. Yeah, I know. Okay. So, anyway, we pick up, and you guys had just been brought to their sort of like forest home. You guys had arrived there around about midday on the second day. Midday on that last day of travel. So you guys are settled in for the moment in a kind of... So it's kind of... Did my thing go offline again? My thing just froze, didn't it? Oh, camera. If it does it again, it's Jover. No, the, okay, so it's kind of like a big sort of room that's, like, situated in these, like, big, wide, wooden sort of room. Very sort of plain, and otherwise not a lot sort of going on. They have these individual like beds that are all pretty small and pretty not like uncomfortable, but very plainly made. Mainly just appear to be more for usage than for than for any sort of comfort. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Function, not fashion.
Exactly. Function over form. And yeah, you guys had followed... So it like, this sort of centralized area was one of those big sort of, like, Avatar-style home trees. Maybe not quite that tall, but, and you can actually begin to see now at distance. You can start seeing, as you kind of, like, look out as you're on your, ways in there. You start seeing at distance these, like, canopies, very far away that appear to, be higher or lower just across this sort of treescape there. It is, yeah. Anyway, that's about all. I was struggling to find a phrasing there, but that's it. So, do you guys on this sort of day that you are arriving here, what do you want to what would you like to do regarding these gnomes, regarding the or do you want to attempt to, are you just going to go to sleep? Are you going to be heading inland in the morning? How long do you plan on sort of spending in Tillydale proper? What's your sort of vibe?
I mean, if we're there, I guess resting is probably a good idea for the characters overall, but if we have any other speculations or ideas, then I am all ears to that. Give me 1 second to check that off. But I listen.
Oh, this is a little bit later on.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys have you guys had begun already walking. They have like a series of sort of like rope bridges. So this is at where we left off was kind of at the conclusion of you guys walking around all of these like extended passageways of rope bridges, like, couple of hours worth.
So I'm probably more sober.
Yeah, at least slightly more sober. It is kind of it's relatively sunny considering the fact that you're walking at the top of, like, you're walking like pretty high up in these sort of in the sort of canopy there. Like, it's not like, these are set effectively as high as possible, as sort of and you begin to note like other sort of elves or gnomes and halflings that are all keeping vision at distance, well, with more of probably spy glasses, but that appear to be, these appear to be lookout points. Yeah, the question was, what are you guys planning on doing whilst you're here? Are you planning on, would you like to, are you just going to be going straight to sleep? Are you guys going to be looking to, like, are you, how, I guess when you arrived, what was sort of going through your guys' heads? Like, and individually, if you'd like to just, like, describe it very briefly.
Yeah,
like, what is...
info dump for John Jack. John Jack is thinking, like, how much of what I lived through is still here? Mm-hmm. Like, hoping a lot changed for the better, but also hoping that, like, he still knows what the heck's going on. Mm-hmm. He's kind of just in shock that he's here, and somehow of his own willing accord. Mm-hmm. Like, what am I doing here?
Yeah. How does
like, what's going on? Why am I doing this?
Seeing at a distance, Jean-Jacques, in this moment, you begin to see, is there... Actually, this is a question. Would Jean-Jacques, is he the sort of person that would would he be deliberately avoiding visual of the shores of his, of the
Nope. No.
He would be looking. He would be looking.
Yeah,
over
I would be looking like
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
my dog looks out the window.
Yeah, at distance, as you guys, as you're kind of like walking along these
I
platforms
can't
here.
stop looking, but it gives me anxiety.
Yeah, you keep catching out of like the corner of your eye, and your eyes keep sort of getting drawn as you're walking along these pathways. Your eyes keep getting drawn over to the mainland of the Despotate there, and you begin to start seeing, it's hard at distance to see too much. You guys are, I believe I had said that you guys had gone an additional like 2 miles up the coast, but you're high enough that you can just kind of see, just like the area where the trees start to patter off and die as they get, as they close
Do they
to
look
and
like
past
they've
the
been
border.
burned or hacked down? Disease, chemical?
Yeah, it looks
Magic?
to be, roll me a perception check here.
Yeah.
With advantage due to height. Like, you are very high up. You guys had gone up about
Yeah.
that 200, 300 feet to these sycamore pathways here.
Alright. Perception?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So, 22.
22. Yeah. It looks like they have been, did you... Yeah, you might. It looks like they have been withered away. Like they look like the husks. They look like the husks of of portions of trees that have been destroyed. Like it looks like you can begin to see, and all of them appear to have been cut down as they near the border. Like the stumps only. Like and the stumps look blackened, withered.
Is there like one of the Nomi guys nearby that I could...
Yeah.
I ask, like, what do they do to the trees?
You call out the leader. He's still kind of by you. That guy with like the sandy brown sort of hair. He kind of like looks over and he goes, "Well, as near as we can tell, they just killed them one day. I struggle to say more than that. We went to sleep, thinking we had a lot more defense, and the next day we woke up and there had been some sort of massive destruction on this scale. So there we didn't hear anything either. It wasn't like it was
I'm thinking like D&D Agent Orange.
Yeah, it wasn't like a felling, it wasn't like a like a firing of any sort.
Magic?
Probably.
Is it spreading?
It doesn't appear to be. Appears to have stopped at the border, whatever it is. So.
How far away is it?
How far away is it? About 2 miles.
2 miles.
Yeah. You notice that their forest continues pretty much up until the border. There are areas where it thins out near the border, not fully, but as you reach effectively the border, it is gone. Like the treescape just stops, like, and you recognize this slightly from your time within the Despotate, Jean-Jacques. You don't know what happened to them either. But what you do know is that physically is that there is I don't want to say like a lack of foliage in the Despotate, but like it is kind of it has become very hard for many things to grow there.
Yeah.
And you are not entirely sure why, but it is like it was a boon when you were in it.
Salt. Yeah, no, it can't be salt, because then the trees by the shore would also be damaged.
Right.
Would I know any spells or beings that could have done this?
Ooh, this is Ariel, right? Was what we said? Yeah. Roll me a Arcana check here.
24.
24. Okay. Any spells or beings that could have done this? Well, you... Beings strikes a chord in your head. Not... You aren't sure. You're still having trouble piecing together your memory, Ariel. In that, like, a lot of the things from... Pretty much most of the things from the time before you met Drake are, like, foggy for you.
Yeah.
But, like, you almost for a second, you're like, there are creatures that could have, but... And it's like... It's like there, and then it's like gone for a second. Like, you're like... There's something about... You don't think that it's a creature that did this, just because the pattern would have to be a massive organization of whatever these beings were, or, you know, an act of the gods or something for this to have happened. So, like, you think that it was an action that was carried out, but you don't... Something on this scale, you've never seen destruction on this scale that you can, you know, recall. Aside from, actually, you do piece together not the same sort of destruction, but like massive destruction on a scale like this. I mean, you guys did sail past the Shattered Isles a couple of months ago, and like that was massive destruction of an ecosystem on a scale similar to this. That's your information for the 24.
Yeah.
Cha-ching.
I asked one of the gnomes, do any of these trees bear fruit? Edible fruit?
Our trees or
No,
those?
just out around here.
No. I thought you meant those. I'm like, no, they generally don't bear. Oh, yes, our trees. Time out. Our trees do bear. Time out. The existence of soccer in this world is confirmed. Now he goes, well, he goes, our trees, some of our trees will bear fruit, yes. Namely any of the sorts of, apple trees. We've transplanted a few, lemons, oranges, things of that sort.
Do the giant elf trees, do they bear fruit?
He kind of gives you like a weird look for a second and goes,
maybe that's what we call it back over on the other side, but I grew up in a big dead one, and I was curious. It's because finding food was a constant struggle, and I don't know. I feel. I guess I'm just asking, like, if it was still alive, would our life would have been better?
He goes, like, you see his like weird look kind of softens for a second, and he just goes, yeah, they do. It's not, the tastiest fruit you've ever eaten in your life. It's mainly like, like a crab apple or something, right? They're
soft.
Yeah, they're generally kind of, soft and tart, but they're usable. We bake them into pies. So.
Sounds nice.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever heard of Mama Tumba?
Roll me a persuasion check here, John.
Okay. I'm good at those. 21.
21. He goes, no one named Mama Tumba, but we have met someone named Tumba's daughter.
Big woman, kind eyes.
No.
Uh,
Blue.
Yeah.
Kind eyes.
No, she goes, a blue woman.
Blue whoop. A blue whoop. Ooh. Wait. Does she have a weird... Well, assuming it lived this long or made it through. Does she have a weird ferret, monkey, mouse, rabbit, dog thing?
Yeah, it looks. It's about 2.5 foot wide and about 2.5 foot tall.
Brion? Wait. John Jack kind of like delves into his own brain for a second.
Yeah.
And by that I mean I am pulling up
Manny goes
files.
lore dumping.
Wait.
Lore diving.
We have to go deeper.
We have to go back. What am I hitting that's making my camera turn off, man? I don't understand this.
Brioni?
He goes, yeah, the captain? Yeah.
She survived.
He goes, the last time I saw her was actually off towards, give me a second. Let AJ actually look at his notes.
She's
He
alive?
He goes, the last time I saw her was over at,
Is the little fox squirrel monkey ferret thing, is its name Iru?
I never asked the fucking name. I just see her walking around with it. But last time I saw her was actually over at... No, the AJ... You know what actually AJ has to do? Is pull up the map.
Oh.
This is relevant information. I've written where you were supposed to... Where something was supposed to happen. We have gotten to it early. Let me pull this up. No, I don't care about giving my skin what it's asking for, Mr. Advertisement. I care about the map. Tem Jones.
Because I'm getting fucking Joe Biden and other fucking poor white people complaining about things.
Yeah. No, I'm getting a video about. I'm getting a video about skin. Yeah, he goes.
Sarah V.
Survey says. Yeah, it's Sarah V. Yeah. He goes, the last time I saw her was she was at Tem Jonia. She was about to go out on a mission. That is, you recognize that? Well, do you recognize that? How?
I do not. I got Smiva.
Yeah.
Stele, Teldiel as a country, and Oshesk,
Yeah.
Telelis, and Ipilmar.
So the question is, would Jean-Jacques,
familiar with this.
when he was in Oshesk, what this is a historical question. How much in Jean-Jacques' backstory do you think he would have had contact with this Tillydelian resistance? Like generally very little, right? Or
Unless I mostly smuggled food. I smuggled weapons, but I smuggled weapons to
the Despotate.
The Despotate, and the Resistance would not be willing to give those up or sell them. So, I
Although-
smuggled food to the Despotate, and I got things. What did I get from the Despotate?
So you probably would have. Well, I mean, I imagine that it was just trying to arm
I think it
the
was mostly
insurgents.
just trying
you know
to
what I mean?
arm anyone willing to
Fight back. Yeah.
fight back that wouldn't sell me out.
So you would have. You
Get
know.
food to the smaller villages.
You know who you would have
And-
run into then is probably the sheriff of Oshesk, right? Like I
Oh,
imagine.
yeah, definitely,
Okay.
Because that's also where I lived.
Yeah. So then yes, you would have met the sheriff Kenver Goodeye, and so the town, you do know the town of Temjonir is one of the like major. There are very few major cities for the resistance. That is one of them. There are two
Okay.
that you know of.
How do I spell that?
TEM
TEM
JO apostrophe
JO apostrophe
NIR.
NIR Temjonir. Alright.
And he goes, the last time I saw her, she was running a mission out of there, but I don't know exactly how long she's going to be gone for. I don't know where she was going. We just knew that she left with her with her, with her squad.
If you wouldn't mind, who? Well, she's going by a different name. It might also be. Okay.
Oh, this is a lot of ads.
Have you seen
No way.
a man with a strange tattoo around his eye?
Who are you asking about?
I'm asking about Bahan.
Oh, yeah, okay. He goes, no.
Big gauges? No.
He goes, no.
How about someone terrifyingly good with a rope dart?
Fuck.
No.
He's a terrifying good.
He goes, do you have a way that you can show me these people? Do you have he flashes his own like illusion magic to do
I bring up a fuzzy image of Petunia.
Yeah. He goes, no.
It's a long time ago.
Yeah.
A fuzzy image of Ahura.
These? Yes. Actually, briefly, it was, hold on. When did we...
understand this was many years ago.
Yeah, he goes, I lost... Well, we know someone that looks like that. The adult version, I assume. He goes, we lost her about... actually, where's my information as to when we lost this character? Hold on. AJ needs to find the information. I don't know why I prepped this in a place that wasn't my session notes. I instead put it in the backstory for, I put it in my NPC primer for Brioni.
Scene working out of...
Yeah, so this was, she goes, a couple years ago we lost her. It would have been about 4 or 5 years ago now.
Oh, well, she just wandered off. Did she pass?
She went on one of the raids and never returned. We don't know what happened.
Okay. And you said 5 to 6 years ago?
Yeah.
Years ago on a raid. I'm updating so much. Last seen working out of place. Scroll. Places. Scroll. There's... that. Up. Apparently. Places. There we go. Here.
Backstory update.
Here.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm scrolling through this with down here too.
A man named Johadan, blind.
He went with her on the raid.
Right. Okay.
He went with her on this raid.
Okay.
And this raid, when she disappeared, this mission that she went on, it would have been about 5-6 years ago. Weeks ago. Did you know her?
5-6 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Wait, weeks? Oh, I thought it was years.
No, sorry.
Wait,
Time
Ahura
out.
or
Ahura disappeared 5 to 6 years ago. Brioni just went on this mission 5 to 6 weeks ago.
Oh, 5 to 6 weeks. Okay.
Was recently.
Yeah. 5. Got it. 5 to 6 weeks ago. Sorry. What was the question?
He goes, I assume you know them.
They were childhood friends of mine. I thought they all died. I mean, they disappeared. Well, okay. We all lived in a big dead tree. We were orphans. We were raised, protected by a woman named Amatumba. She held some type of magical power. We defied the despoty for as long as we could, until one day, Baron Abimbalo showed up with
Oh.
a regiment
Oh,
and
that
burned.
fuck.
Yeah, accurate description.
Yeah.
He came with a regiment and burned the tree down. Half of us escaped together, the other half went missing.
Mhm.
The girl
Alright.
I knew was Brioni, Johaton, and Uhura. I think maybe Tunya as well. They were lost, and we were left with Han, Uhura's brother Dreneth.
Oh. Oh, but
Yeah.
wait, hold on. Hold on. You said what was the name?
Which one?
You repeat those last few. Hold on.
Dreneth, Johaton, Uhura, Tunya.
He goes one.
He refuses to say it.
He goes one of those people you named was there's. I feel like I've heard that name recently. One of those people. I can't place why. I'm sure it'll come to me. Keeps on walking.
Jack goes quiet.
So you guys make your way to the place where you to this sort of like wide platform with these beds that I had named earlier. You guys bed down and yeah. So do you guys that jumping to you? Do you guys want to have like a quick like party discussion on where you would like to go right now, or
The smile returns to John Jack's face. So, we can head out to Temdunir and try to see what they're up to, or we can ask around to see what they were doing and maybe meet up. We could maybe ask for their help and see if they want to help us in our mission. We don't really have much of a way long term, I don't think, to find out information. We can skirt the edges of the country. I could break a few minds of the local guards and try to find information, but they don't tell them much. That I do know. The local guards don't know much what's going on. They accept, a lot of them will accept bribes, but I don't know how deep we can go. We'd be very noticeable.
Right.
I don't know how good you guys do acting beaten and broken, but if you do not look beaten and broken, they will ensure to do that for you. Yeah, that's about it.
After that explanation,
What you be thinking, Captain?
Well, time is of the essence. We probably have a faster time just looking for your friend ourselves instead of trying to ask around. If
Alright.
nobody knows exactly where they are, going in and asking the occasional question will probably be faster than sticking around here.
And what was that name that Brioni was going by? Tumba what?
oh Tumba's daughter.
Oh. I know how that's spelled.
Well, the daughter part I spelled like more traditional, so the DOTTIR.
DOTTE.
IR. Yeah, it was what I did.
IR?
Yeah.
Okay. Is John Jack getting a last name?
Does Jean-Jacques have a last name? I don't know, man. He might take.
Is John Jack getting a last
He
name?
might. Hey, man, he might. Who knows?
He's never had, but it's just been John Jack.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys were thinking about going in yourselves then, or at least
Yeah,
that
I guess
was the question posed to the group.
If we can get... What route do you guys take to get in and out?
He goes. He goes us.
Yeah,
Gen-
and I used to take, and I go, I don't have them on like a sheet. I used to take this route, this route, this route, the route through there, but you gotta
He goes, oh,
cut
there's
off
a
halfway
route.
through in this one.
He goes, hold up, there's a route down there. He looks at he listens to the one that you're describing, the one below Oshesk, and he goes, we didn't actually know that was there. We know that we'd always heard that there were fucking lizard folk living under the. Oh.
Oh, there are.
Oh. So we never went that way. We actually possess pretty much. We have like full control of the ruined gate, so we just kind of send our people through there under cover of, illusion.
Control the ruined gate.
Well, I mean, mainly in that no one else can get through it. Which, listing this aloud, the ruined gate you have heard of. It is the there is a gate on the border of Temjonir and the rivers. So there's a river that goes by Epelmar. It's pretty much just like fucked up at this point. But the Belai River, and the ruined gate was the major passage of port that you know of from years past. Like, you are aware that this was a passage of trade when the Despotate was not the Despotate. Like, you've heard that in your history books. But it was basically destroyed at one point, so that way the Despotate could no longer go inland any further. He goes, well, yeah, but I mean, seeing as there's no trees or anything around it, it's pretty much like, it is, if you have magic, you yourself, which, we're, he does his little illusion, he goes, we do, but if you yourself have magic, you can get in invisible. Otherwise, it's just you in a wasteland, you know what I mean? So it's not particularly helpful, for anyone that's not us, but he goes, that's mainly how we get in and out. But that passage that you mentioned actually is pretty helpful, I don't know if the lizard folk are friendly, but
it was. I don't know how well the lizard folk have been able to hold it, but roughly. John Jack does finger math.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Like 10 years ago?
yeah.
Baron and Abimbalo found out about it.
Oh.
So,
He caught you on the exit, or where did he find you? On
surprisingly enough, on the Teledel side.
Wait, in Oshesk? I don't. Is that correct? From your backstory?
Where the cave opened up.
Oh, so that would be on the opposite side then.
It would be on the Teledel side, but probably not at Oshesk.
No. I think that would be on the.
Would it be? Would it be on the Despotate side?
I think that would be on the Despotate side, because the one in Oshesk, I believe, is below the city, to my understanding.
It like pops right up.
Yeah. Well, underneath, like actually physically underneath the city.
Waiting. Oh, yeah. It would be on the Despotate side.
Yeah.
Yeah, reading through it. Yeah, it's on the Despotate side.
So he goes. So he found you in the. Well, I mean, I guess the only way to be able to tell would be to check. But if from what I've heard about the lizard folk, I mean, because honestly, if we knew that there was a pathway there, first off, we would have used it. But also, like, from what we've heard about the lizard folk under Oshesk, we just kind of left them be. They seem to be capable fighters, so it was no skin off our nose. You know what I mean?
So they might have either sealed it up, or have something I don't know.
Well, I mean, that seems like as good a lead as any, because I imagine none of you. He kind of like looks over at the rest of you. I imagine none of you can do illusion magics, right? He looks at Drake and Uprush.
Nothing visual, at least.
Yeah. So, if you guys can't go invisible or illusory magic, then it's probably, Ruined Gate's probably not the pathway for you guys.
I can only cover 2.
Well, we'll figure it out. I guess we'll just have to go a different way. Or just wear really nice clothes.
Most people in Despotate sell their clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Around the borders, in the capital, more people have clothes. So if we can get there, that might actually work.
Oh, to Ipomar, all the way to Ipomar.
Yeah, if we can get to Ipomar, more people there have like clothes and stuff, but border towns and stuff like that.
All right. So, is there? Oh, go ahead.
Well, we're gonna look for your friend. Is there any way that we can figure out where they might be? Like, what's been your point of contention like that they had to go on a mission? Is there a spot?
I mean,
here.
They're
For.
So they've been trying as best as possible to find and get refugees through however possible. So I imagine that the next place that they would be heading would be Oshesk. Oshesk has been our refugee town to the annoyance of some of its residents. So that might be the next place you would see her. That's my only guess. They've been ferrying through refugees and attempting to gather any sort of information that they can find on the other side. To be honest, they don't report to me. I'm just Joe Schmo he goes, I'm just Joe Schmo of the Coast Guard. I think she reports pretty directly to Timpton over in Temjornir, but
Which one's closer?
Oshesk. Oshesk is much closer.
Maybe we can head out there.
I guess that's our best starting point.
Alright. Well, yeah, we're happy to, they kind of provide you with just some, fruits and such that they've gathered, and breads. They've made, like, kind of some, like, what are they called, like, flatbreads, and just kind of, they're like, well, we've made some, we've got some stuff ready for dinner, we have more than enough and plenty to spare, so, if you guys want to head out in the morning, do you need a guide from here, or do you understand? You seem to know vaguely where you're going, right?
Yeah, we should be able to figure it out.
Okay. All right. Well, if you need anything, please get back to me. And he goes, my name was Jed, and he just kind of like shakes your hand. He goes, he goes, look for me, I'm Jed, Jed's me.
Here, I thought you were just Joe Schmo with the Coast Guard.
Nah, yeah, I made that up. I mean, we're kind of the Coast Guard, but he goes, if you need anything back here at our sort of, he kind of gestures, up and down at their, very humble sort of tree abode here. He goes, just, let me know. Otherwise, if you end up heading to the capital, look for Timpton Ledwell. He would be your best point of contact. And let him know that I sent you.
Ledwell, got it.
Mm-hmm. Goes, all right. Enjoy your dinner. I'll be over. And he kind of like sidles off to go join the rest of his gnome posse.
What a nice guy. Well, now we have a point. Now we have a location to look forward to.
I wanna do a quick character check-in with you guys here as you're sitting here eating dinner. Jean-Jacques.
Yeah.
What's running through are any of Jean-Jacques' thoughts running through his face now? How is he eating? Does it, like, physically? Does he
very close body language.
Mhm.
Very like almost defensive, like looking around. Like,
Mechanical?
yeah, like
Yeah.
mechanical and very like.
Does he
around.
still wear the grin while he's eating?
No, that's just,
Grin is dropped for a moment.
yeah, just for eating.
Does he make eye contact with the people around?
If anyone, yes, and if anyone makes eye contact with him, the grin would come back. It's like a
yeah.
kinda,
It's a presentory thing.
yeah.
Hector. In this moment, after Hector has managed to walk off some of his drunkenness,
Holy fucking business.
the what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. In this moment, what is running through Hector's head?
Probably just bouncing. I mean, bouncing between where they presently are, where they're going, and how awful that is, and the death of his friend. Like,
Interesting.
that's still on a little bit.
Is he the sort of person that is Hector the sort of person that would throw himself more into his work to attempt to defend against sadness, or is he a wallower? Like, is it like that, like manic? You know how some people get like manic frenzy, almost like trying to avoid.
Like, if like, he becomes more nonchalant,
Okay.
a little bit more go with the flow. He's trying to be able to. He's used to being on it. He's been on a ship since he's 14. He's never been able to fully stop and ever fully. So he's just learned to kind of process it as time goes on.
Okay.
So that way he's never more than a few seconds away from fully combat ready.
Gotcha. Okay. So it's like almost like cooking in the background for him.
It's like a lighter version of of compartmentalization.
Okay. Wonderful.
But more of a house with rooms he visits than like locked away chest.
Mm-hmm. Travis, how locked in is RL in this moment?
in?
Like, huh?
Locked in like what?
Locked in terms of so you do pick up just physically from the demeanor. Both you and Uprush pick up the demeanor of both Jean-Jacques and Hector around you, right? You recognize that these two are not fully checked out, but like a little bit. You see Hector a little bit less so, Jean-Jacques pretty effectively, just in this moment. What runs through Ariel's head in this moment? Is he a I need to get people on track sort of person, or is he a I'm gonna do my job regardless sort of person?
He's gonna do his job regardless, but at the moment he's definitely thinking like what could have caused the whole tree incident, and is trying to remember the preacher that you mentioned.
Yes, he's still
trying
kind
to
of
will the memory back.
Okay, so he's still locked in on that. Okay, wonderful. And Uprush, what's on your mind here at this dinner?
Couple of thoughts, I guess. Firstly, is wishing he had some fish instead of this meal
Right.
at the moment. But that's just an offhanded thought, just an instinctual one, because he just likes fish.
Right.
But he's kind of worried about Jean-Jacques' feelings, and he's hoping he feels better. Same for Hector. But he's trying not to show too much visible concern, because he prefers to keep himself upright and kind of like chipper, so people know that they can see him as an anchor.
Right.
At times.
He's the
shit is hitting the fan.
He's
have
putting
that smile on his face. Like, everything's gonna be fine.
He's putting on the I'll be the strong one sort of vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Interesting. And does he deliberately try to seek eye contact, or is he like when he eats, if he's trying to like reassure people, like how does he how would he show that in the small moments?
I mean, probably smiles during eye contact, or like throws up his eyebrows, like a little bit.
Just does like a little like an eyebrow wiggle sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So just kind of smirk and or give a little wave with whatever eating utensil he's using.
All right.
It's like we'll be fine.
Well, thank you all for that. With that, your party manages to finish the meal. All of you kind of being, kind of comporting yourselves in this manner here. And you all find your way over to the separate... They've assigned you these sort of, like cot beds on the ground there around this sort of, wide open, tree, branched room. And by that, I don't know if I've, like, fully, like, depicted what I'm saying in my head, like visibly, but it's like a wide, flat wooden platform that is around the base of the tree. Right, but each of the walls are just like kind of vertical. Like you're sleeping in like a small cylinder almost, like a can. But the branches on the outside, it's just like greenery canopy that kind of obscures the sides of this room. So it's very wide open, very empty, except for these cots on the ground, really. So you all kind of find your way to a cot to go to sleep. And let's go to Ariel. I need you to roll your check for me.
Yep. Oh, high number.
Okay, cool. What's the total with charisma?
It was a charisma check.
Yep.
23.
23, brilliant. You are still Ariel, and it extends. Okay. That is, I didn't actually, so for this night, you actually, no dreams between any of you for this night of your journey. Sorry, I'm smiling to myself. I've got an inner joke with myself going on right now. Okay, so...
That's not suspicious.
That's not suspicious at all.
Not at all.
So, and Manny's still not there. So in the morning, you guys are heading out to Oshesk then. Manny's actually our guide. Hold on, we have to pause.
Oh yeah, we do need him.
Yeah, it's the holding on, angle.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, we have the photographer's map case.
You do have the map. You do still.
True. Oh, there he is.
Put him back. Sorry about that.
Welcome back. You could, yes, you could technically use the map, but instead Jean-Jacques awakens.
Favorite time.
There you are, little bastard. All right, now we're on here.
That's me. What's up?
You awaken in the morning. You have had a fitful night of sleep, plagued by... You are kidding me. What am I hitting that is turning this camera off, man? It's not even the cord for the camera. Like, I'm not kidding you. This is not even the... Rage.
Did you accidentally set it to a keystroke?
I don't think so. I'm not hitting my keyboard. I think what's happening is that I'm like nudging my wire assortment somehow, and it's like disconnecting it. But then that just means that like something's fucked with one of my wires.
Yeah.
I turn it off and back on, and it's good again. So I'm gonna leave it like that. But let's see. So Manny or Jean-Jacques, you have a fitful night of rest, and you have fleeting visions of your last moments here before you left the despotate. The most recent time.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
And you awaken in a bit of a cold sweat. Not exhausted, but... you see your troop all getting ready. Your crew, the rest of the crew is all getting like their stuff all packed up. They're simple little bedrolls and things that they've unrolled onto these cots.
Oh, good morning, sleepyhead.
Hey. Hey,
You're looking a little bit worse for wear, buddy. You all right?
yeah, I'll be fine.
All right.
The wind guide us then.
Continue packing.
And they kind of the gnome just kind of briefly comes up. They also had stayed in the opposite side of the room this morning. He just briefly comes up. Jed does, and he goes, "Oh, I noticed that I hadn't actually pointed you the way to head out of here." So he very briefly takes you out one of the back. There are a couple little rope bridges that come into this massive room that's there. And he leads you out to one, and he points you down, and he goes, "There's actually a staircase. Grown sort of wooden." Out of the side of this tree here, stairs down to the floor of the jungle. So you would need to make your way on the forest floor the rest of the way. Because you notice how we came up in the in the easily accessible areas. It would be kind of the same, a very haphazard sort of method, so it would be kind of rough getting you guys getting down to the floor if you took the catwalks, So
right.
If you guys are fine taking the forest floor, just be wary of animals and things. So
Animals
nature.
like snakes.
Huh?
Animals like snakes and.
There are probably some of those here, yeah.
That's not what you're concerned about, is it?
Well, positive. I mean, for us, it's we live in harmony with all the things of nature, but we also leave them the fuck alone. So it's hey, one downside of having a place where that is completely overgrown, and you have to keep it overgrown for the sake of humanity, is that there may be some issues with wildlife.
Right. Well, if you hear us screaming in the woods, you know what happened.
Roger. Bye now. he gives you a cheeky wave and just turns around and just stage whispers to one of the other gnomes. He goes, "They're dead as hell."
That's what the last thought.
Bob-esque. Wait, where the fuck is the hand?
They have actually sent him off for their he was with you the last night, and you turn around and he is gone, and you kind of say that aloud, and the gnome just Jed turns back around and he just goes, "Oh, remember how he said?" So he did say last session that he was gonna trade for their ship being fixed. That he was gonna trade us a spy mission. They're going to go do that now. So.
Well, as long as he's not dead. Alright then.
Yeah.
So he feels like he can meet up with us later.
Yeah, they shouldn't end up dead. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed no one ends up dead, honestly, but, what was that, Frank?
As good as we could ever hope.
Exactly. So, Manny, if you want to lead our survival party down here on the forest floor.
Yep. So it should be to the west?
It should be south, actually.
Oh, straight south.
Straight south.
Oh, okay. Yeah, should be straight south.
Look at us lost immediately. AJ there to give the answer.
Look, west. Hey man, to be fair, I didn't give you a specific location on the map for this fort that they're at. So.
Hey there, crew. I be sorry, man. I be a landmark learner. I have no clue where we are right now. We go south.
So, well,
we go south until we see something.
Right.
So, well, I guess worst case, we'll just go up on top of the trees and have a look around at our surroundings.
Yeah.
We get
That's
lost.
True. The best of you could probably parkour up there.
The worst of us would try.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Three bodies and one Adrian Drake at the top of a tree.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine?
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just thump, thump, thump. What are you guys doing down there?
You guys alright?
Yeah, roll
Say
me
something if you're good. I don't hear anything.
Okay, I can't hear you. Roll me a survival check here, Manny, since you are the leader of our party.
Oh, do I have to?
Yep,
Yes.
you must do it.
Survival.
You must
Oh, well,
roll.
that's actually quite nice. 21.
21. Okay, wonderful. With a 21, you know, you've pieced together in your head just based on, you know, looking off to the south to view all the sort of carnage of the, you know, of that area of trees that have been, you know, decimated. You're like, okay, well, we just head straight south, and then from here you're like, we went inland maybe like 2 hours walking, so you're like, we can't be more than, you know, 4 degrees effectively, right, from here to Shask. So you start walking directly south, keeping an eye out on the on your southern horizon for any sort of tree landmarks here. And you said it was a 21?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay, so I have a DC set in my head. Can I have my party roll a stealth check?
Yes, sir.
Ooh, I hope finding my good dice again is a good thing for me right now. Please, baby, give me my fucking rolls back.
Natural
Oh,
20.
God.
Hooray.
Give it to Frank. What'd you say? 16,
It's a
Yeah, 16.
9.
9.
Oh.
What was that from Uprush?
19.
16, 19, 9, and Drake? Or RAL?
22.
22. Wonderful. So, with a 16, 19, 22, and 9. Hector, you have a hard time walking through this jungle, but you do not trip and fall on your face. You are relatively stealthy, such in the way that any of the sort of you don't make any. How do I phrase it? All of your mistakes are like, you know, you'll accidentally break a branch in a location, but then like, you know, you have people behind you. So like, you know, Ariel with like his 22, he'll come up and he'll use his little dagger to like snip the branch fully off of the limb of the, you know, off of the limb of the thing. So that way, you know, if someone looks at the base of the bush, it's easy to see that there's a limb gone. But unless they're looking directly at the base of the bush, it's not like, oh, there's a broken limb they can track you by. It's like, well, there's a limb missing. You know what I mean? So it's harder to track. And you very slowly, you guys all manage to make your way south with, you do not appear to have angered any of the local wildlife. Although you hear, very briefly within your like 2 hours of travel here, you do briefly hear like off in the distance, like a loud like mine cut it off. It's like an sort of sound, like a yodeling sound almost of some sort of like maybe a big cat. You think it's a big cat. You hope it's a big cat.
Fucking hell.
But it does not appear to have. You hear it getting quieter, as it appears to have gone off an entirely different way to the path that you guys have taken. You avoid it for now. So you guys and Jean-Jacques, I need you to roll a perception check here as you go. And from the forest floor, it is very it's very overgrown. There's almost like it's a tangle of pathway here, right? Like the pathway is very meandering, and what it is like areas of it have become overgrown and like appear to have been like re-hollowed, if that makes sense. Like you can see areas where the foliage gets deliberately less dense, like that it has been cleared out and regrown somehow. So there are like, it will like cut off in one direction for like 100 feet, and then the path switchbacks and go the other direction for 100 feet. You have to go like directly westward for, you know, like a quarter of a mile before you find an inlet that takes you back southwards. It is a tangled jungle. Yeah. So with your perception check.
13.
13. With the 13, you notice this is not a... So, there are no visual landmarks that you pick up on, but what you do begin to notice is that, let me verify that I'm thinking of the right place. Yes, I am. Cool. You begin to notice that, the floor beneath you, the forest floor beneath you, is getting progressively, softer and boggier, and you begin to recognize, you're like, okay, hold on, Oshesk was kind of by you, sort of. You're like, we're starting to get into like the squishy sort of terrain that feels right, and you just take a second to visually inspect the ground.
Are we lower than? Have we been moving? Like
you've been moving down.
Down in elevation. Okay. Yep.
Yeah. And you begin to notice as you get down there. You take a second and you like look around at like the floor near you. Like you take a second, you walk off 100 feet to the right, check what you like, because you're beginning to now in these sorts of sections, like you have a vague idea of where south is, but like east and west now begin to get very hard in this section of the... Sorry, I know that doesn't sound logical. You know which direction you have been moving, but you don't know if you have been like slightly turned at all. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like direct east and direct west are very hard to make out with the trees the way that they are, right? So you you know, as tall and as all-encompassing kind of around you as they are. So you take a second and you walk like 100 feet off to your right and walk back, and walk 100 feet off to your left and walk back, and you have verified... You're just checking the consistency of the ground near you, kind of like slowly testing it, smelling it, feeling, you know, water, like you're feeling for which area seems thicker, if that makes sense, right? You're looking for the bog. You find that it is directly off to your left, and you after about mile, maybe less. No, actually, let's see, 2 hours, 14-minute mile. What does that put you at? 6 miles? Yeah. So, sorry, AJ is doing math here.
You're good.
You were about here. You went this way. Okay, so after about an additional 30 minutes, just following thicker, boggier. You guys do all have wet shoes, and there are flies and mosquitoes biting you like nothing else. But
sounds like home.
The what?
Sounds like home.
Yep. And but you guys do manage to find an area where as the trees thicken up and thicken further until you recognize that they have built effectively like a tree barrier here that you have to... That's another one where like you know the way through it. You've been in and out of Oshesk plenty of times. Yeah. They have built like a thickness of tree barrier where like it's like a visual thing where like there are sections of these like mangroves that like overlap. You're now into the mangrove sort of area that overlap, but visually, if you look at it, they look like they're on the same level, but you know, you turn and look at it at a different angle, and you've got like a 5-foot pathway through these areas. So you know the way in. You've lived around here yourself, and you guys now see before you. Can you grab the picture of Oshesk and send it in the...
Yeah, sure.
In the town there for the group to see?
Snipping tool.
Oh, my camera's off again. There we go. Now it's back. Oh, 7.
Oh, role roleplay. Roleplay?
Yep, we'll put it in
Dinner?
roleplay.
Right. Oshesk.
And so you guys see, it is this very thick, like bayou town sort of atmosphere. All of these are like these like huts, like wooden, grass roof sort of huts built on these poles, sunk deep into this bayou. And there are, all of the sorts of pathways are these sorts of, overpasses over sections of the river. There are a few like riverboats that you begin to see here. And welcome to Oshesk. It is, I want to say, relatively bustling. Like, bustling in the fact that you see people moving around actively, a fair amount of people. But there is still a sense of anxiety to this town that is, you gather from being such a, well, actually, no, you begin to gather it on the faces of some of the residents passing by. Where are you headed, Jean-Jacques?
You what?
Where are you headed?
Go bother the mayor.
Just gonna go bother the mayor straight up.
Let's go bother the mayor.
Greet the mayor.
Wonderful.
You can have a prayer.
What's his name again? I actually don't have his name.
I think I made a name. Not there, but I think I made a name. I'm trying to remember where I put it.
It's totally canon. I don't even know his name. I just call him Mayor.
Yeah.
I forgot his name.
Let's do. Let me look at this asshole's face, and I'll grab a name real quick. I can tell what to name these characters based on their faces alone.
That's fair.
You are that is a Stephian.
Stephian.
Yep. Like Steven, but spelled Steven, but like very like spelled like an asshole. Think like the way that some, you know how like people complain about like, oh, my daughter's named like Kaylee or whatever. Apologies to any Kayleys out there that spell like with the like Kaileijh. Assorted. Yeah. It's like one of those. So Stephian, I will. Oh, oops! I just did a thing. Go back. I fucked you. Oh no, wait, I haven't fucked you. Good. Yeah, that's a good one. Accent with an I. And you kind of go off to bother Mayor Stephian, and he kind of like where his office is.
Oh yeah.
You know where his office is. He does, and is Jean-Jacques the sort of person where he would have like? Does he do like a special knock? Is he like a special knock sort of person?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, wonderful. So as you come to this
special knock sort of person.
As you come up to this mayor's office, you notice you guys and you begin to get a better look at the town now as you're going along. There are kids, there are families, there are generally a mix of sort of halflings, gnomes. You begin to see now that there are some more humans. You had not seen a lot of humans in Tillydale so far. You begin to see some elves. Not a lot of them. The elves all kind of look kind of snooty. And you begin to see on the faces of these humans that have come from, and you see a few these humans on a few of the family's faces. You do see that there is this sort of anxiety. It doesn't appear directed at anything. You just can tell that they've got like a haggard appearance. you see a family walking by that's a small sort of they appear to be like a human family with they have a variation of blue skin as well, that appear to be walking by, and like the daughter and the son are in these kind of like raggedy sort of clothes. The dad kind of like vest that has think a burlap sort of vest that's just very thin and worn through in a lot of places, carrying what looks to be like a moldy old sack of beets. Kind of calls to the kids, "Come on, we need to get home before your mother wonders where we've been." And the little girl comes just like "Daddy, do we have anything else in that bag? Jim is hungry." And she looks over at her little brother, and the dad goes, "No, I'm sorry, sweetie. We only have we can only afford the beets. It's okay. We'll make a pie. We'll make a pie out of them. Maybe. I don't know. I'll ask your mother if she can make a pie out of beets."
No.
No, you don't. Oh, you do.
No.
You don't? Do you?
Wait.
No, holding on.
Yeah, hold on. I'm checking something. 'Cause I gotta rephrase this. Okay. I go up to them. Ada.
Hi, guy, friend, pal. The dad kind of says.
This man's name be John Jack.
John Jack. I'm Yarson. Pleased to meet you.
I would like to roll a sleight of hand.
Oh no. Wait, maybe. Okay, roll a sleight of hand. Hold on, I want to see
Right.
this. Yeah. Do I need to roll an insight?
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay.
Sleight of hand, I roll a total of a 12. Okay. Roll a 12.
Okay. He does not appear to spot you.
To put pocket him.
Put pocket. Yes.
Put
Okay.
pocket.
I was like, I hope this is what this is.
When I finish this handshake,
Yeah.
there is a single gold piece in his hand, but like if he's wearing a glove,
Yeah.
it's like tucked in the glove, so it like won't fall out when he lets
Yeah,
go. But
yeah.
Probably a few seconds from now, he'll be like,
Yeah, like did I get a rock in there or something? Yeah.
yeah, like what, did I get a rock in there? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, that's
and then
that's clever.
I shake his hand. Is like, one day we will be free.
Does Jean-Jacques want him to notice this piece of gold that he has gained?
No,
Not yet.
No,
Okay.
if I could slip it into the sack, I do that. Just whatever results in him noticing later.
No, yeah, he won't. I was just wondering for the narrative moment here.
Yeah,
he kind of like looks at you and he just goes, yeah, we can only hope, right? And he kind of like looks at his son and daughter, and he goes,
Sometimes hope be something you make. Have a wonderful, beautiful day.
I like that. Have a, oh, what? Hold on. Which would you? Hold on. Adrian needs to look at my god list and see which one I think is the correct one for the location.
I actually don't know anything about
Yeah, the gods of.
setting of gods of Oshask. Like what?
I think that most of them probably the most of the people of the Despotate probably would worship the Sentinel of Shadow because they are the ones without guidance. He is the guy. He is the god of dark and shadows. He is the god of dark and shadows, which sure makes sense for a dark place, but of the blind, of those who walk without guidance, of the, of basically anyone that is not looked upon. Although actually, there might be They might be a consideration for Pilferous of the Discarded. So it would be probably about a 50-50 split. But
Okay, so Sentinel of the Shadows and Pilferous of the Discarded.
Yeah, and so he kind of looks at you and just goes, Sentinel willing? It will be. It will be. I don't know if that was I feel like I responded to the sentence you said, but like I can't actually remember what the I was like, was the last sentence you said, was it we will be free, or was it that's something you make?
Hope is something you make.
Hope is something you make. Yeah.
Wonderful day.
Yeah, though.
Yeah.
Have a beautiful day. Yeah, he goes. Yeah. So then, hope is something you make. He goes. Sentinel willing, we may all find it. That's what he says. Yeah, and so
may he feed it to the mouth of the big fish.
He kind of looks at you for a second. He doesn't register what you've said. Like, he doesn't pick up on the.
Yeah, it might be. Oh yeah, it might be a niche.
It's a
tale,
little,
like.
It's a little niche.
Dude worship like his like saying something in reference to like his patron god, and I'm referencing like Mary had a little lamb cautionary tale. Like he's not gonna.
Yeah, he's like okay. He kind of like waves his son and daughter along with him, and they continue off. You now make your way up to Stephian's doorway, and it is relatively plain for being a mayor. You know, like it appears that a lot of the buildings in this town have been built, I don't want to say like ramshackle. It's not like quite a shanty town, but it is that like these buildings all appear to have been repurposed in the time since they were originally used, if that makes sense. Like,
if I may, pilfer of the what? Downtrodden?
Oh, Pilferous of the Discarded. Spelled
Discarded.
Pilferess. Pilferous of the Discarded.
Pilferess. Feress.
I know that it's not an actual word. AJ did make this one up. The word pilfer, to steal.
Female thief.
Right, a female stealer. Yes, the pilferess.
I got you.
Yeah.
Pilferous of the Discarded. All right. Sweet.
And so so everything here appears very like ramshackle. Where I said like not. Yeah, like everything has been repurposed in the time since it was originally used. So this guy is just kind of in what appears to be a house that he has outfitted for his mayor's duty. So you kind of walk up and you do your little classic knock, and you hear from inside, "Oh, not this motherfucker again! I thought you were
I scream into the door and cut.
What's his problem?
The stories of my death be much too exaggerated."
he kind of like whacks the door open, and he goes, I thought you were dead.
Me too, man. It'd be good to see ya.
Yeah, I wish I could say the same. He kind of turns and he goes back. What business do you have for me today, Jean-Jacques? And you see before you. Let's
of the best kind.
Grab a picture and throw it in there as well.
Yeah, I got you.
Context. You see kind of before you this tall, skinny, sort of elvish dude in like kind of just like a simple white, button-up shirt and like a white / like gray like overcloak here. Tall, kind of like swept back brown hair, and a very like looking down kind of the brim of his pointy nose over at you. And he goes, "What business do you have for me today, Jean-Jacques?"
The best kind of business. It not be the money, it not be the food, and it not be the weapons. I bet you can't guess it.
Information?
Okay, good guess. That is true. That is better, but better.
No, I won't be able to guess it. I'm not here for a guessing game. I apologize.
Hey, listen here.
Yeah.
You racist bastard. You want to get these humans out of here?
I would like them to not. I would like. What I would like
you
is.
don't have to politically correct me, buddy. You know you don't even run elections. Come on.
He goes, "I would like for them to not be stealing my culture. I'd like for them to not be speaking in Elvish anymore. That's what I would like. I would like I would like for my people to be back.
How about?
Yeah,
You help us out.
you're picking up notes of
we-
strong asshole off of this guy for sure.
Literally, upper suddenly goes sheesh like out loud. He's like
Yeah.
sheesh.
This not be risky smuggling, bro. This not be one of somebody's scams. Here, listen here. We fix the thing to the south. They go back home. But
If it were that
we
simple,
need
do you
your
think?
cooperation.
If it were that simple, don't you think someone would have done it already?
Oh well, yeah, you could talk to the lizard and the crazy guy, but like, trust me, we got this thing. This team, the best ever assembled.
He kind of like looks around.
Tip my hat off.
He's
to the
he's
elf.
got
Two dead. One. Wait, is that
roll
accurate? No.
roll
One dead.
roll a persuasion here.
Wait, how many did we kill?
We killed 2.
We killed 2, and we
You
imprisoned
killed
one.
you killed one and you put the other one in
Killed
jail.
one, imprisoned the other. Yeah. I want to be
Right.
accurate here. I'm not lying here. I'm just like.
Roll a
We
persuasion.
defaced 2 and killed 1.
Yeah.
Defaced 2 and killed 1.
Mr. DM man, that be a 24.
Yeah, he's rolled a good insight. So, but you know, since it is persuasion, it is, you know, you're meant. And he looks at you and he goes, "Holy shit, you're not joking." He had kind of a British accent.
When have I ever lied to you? And I mean like lied. I'm not talking about like half truth. I mean like lied.
I mean, quite often, I think. There was the time
I
that
don't know. Maybe I'm not.
Here, John Jack.
he goes, what about the time that you reappropriated my funds for what you said was a council endeavor, and then I never got them back?
It was a council
Take a
endeavor.
look at John Jack like you took the man's money.
No, it was a council endeavor.
He goes, he goes, if it was a council, it was no council of mine, but,
No,
you know.
you didn't ask for the details. You too trusting, man.
He kind of sinks his head into his hands and like pushes his hair back for a second, and he goes, you just hear him call out to there. He goes,
Ask away.
he goes, everything will be fixed eventually. Everything will be fixed eventually. Everything will be fixed eventually.
That's the spirit.
He like mutters to
Everything
himself.
always works out in the end.
He goes, okay, so you are heading where?
Well, you see, have you seen, perchance, a blue girl? Pointy ears,
He goes,
parrot monkey rat.
He goes, yes,
Probably
we heard that she went into, well, we heard that she was supposed to be, well, hold on. He goes and he looks, he picks up a little, like, tiny booklet that he's got there, very small booklet, and he, like, pulls it out and rifles through it, and he goes,
Did this not be classified? Some gnome told me about this.
he goes, right, but he's not with the resistance. This guy,
Yeah.
information, which, oh, why is this not, come on, do I have to restart the damn, keep watching, come on, video, no, upright piano advertisement, dear lord, I don't care about the upright piano, I care about the video.
I don't want to see the fucking ad for the governor lady in this, so I don't give a fuck about her, leave me alone!
Yeah, Manny,
Damn it!
roll me a history check for yourself here, please.
Yeah.
This man broke my Discord for a second.
Yeah, that's me. I am verifying some information within Manny's backstory with him.
History, 13.
No, let's...
Well,
History-
I see it, but what do you mean by that? Like the resistance?
No,
On the other side.
hold up. This, you don't think?
I might have misinterpreted what you meant by that. He informs the good guys on the other side? Oh, I know about that. Okay, no, I
Yeah.
misunderstood it.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
this guy is, he's a, you know,
Ah!
blinded by,
Beer back, sorry.
yeah. I was fun. Yeah,
I totally misinterpreted what that said.
that's all right. Which might change the tone of your guys' interaction here just slightly, but he was asking information that this guy would not actually know, due to stuff and things, if you will, or will.
All right. Hey, nix that about the gnome.
Yeah,
and the blue girl.
Yeah, Roger Dodger. I was like, I don't think that this guy knows the information that you think he knows.
Yeah, I thought he was like, if anything, a middleman between. Okay, yeah, never mind.
Yeah, you definitely got stuff out of him. Like, he helped you do things that you wanted to happen because it was like a mutually beneficial thing in those circumstances. But like, you're aware that this guy's.
This case is like, look, do you want me to get these guys out of your town?
Yeah, right. Which
like that benefits him more so than his petty squabble with.
Exactly. So you continue, and he's like, where were we just at? Just basically like, yeah, he ripped me off, and then he's like, so what do you have for me today?
Well,
oh wait, you said you wanted
to
get
to know. Yeah. I'm the one needing information this time.
Right.
I need to know what sorts of individuals have been in your town but have not stayed.
Oh. Are you talking...
Travelers.
Are you talking
Comers and
long
goers.
term? Okay, to comers and goers.
Comers and goers.
And how recently?
Within the past... General description. Interesting characters. Anywhere between the time of 6... No, that'd be too much. You have a good memory, but not that good. A short time.
No, I'm... I froze in the exact...
Say, in the last 2 months. In the last 2 months. Anyone coming, going, or anticipated to arrive?
Well,
A general description would be enough.
Yes, indeed.
You can start
Coming,
to get
going, or anticipated to arrive.
riff-raff, I mockingly say, out of your streets.
Well, he kind of looks and goes, well, I mean, there have been a few more instances of encroachment by the lizard folk that are below the town. That's not usually, often, but can't do a lot about that. He thinks for a second. He goes, there was near the... He wouldn't know about the old passageways. You are one of the few who knows about the actual passageways that are there. He goes, oh, god damn it, I've hit the thing again. I'm a fool.
Oh, no.
A fool, in fact. No, he goes, there was a, he goes, there was briefly a blind man here who was looking for... He was talking to some of the refugees from the other side of the border. He disappeared, and I haven't seen him since.
How long ago was that?
2 weeks. Disappeared. He was here for maybe 2 days, and then disappeared again.
Interesting. I pretend to not add that as a totally new revelation I wasn't looking for.
Right.
Let's add that. Was he accompanied by anyone? Sightseeing, animal?
No one? Should he have been?
Well, you said he was blind. How does he get around the walkways?
Very carefully, I might add.
You can slowly entering his own accent.
Yeah.
That is in character.
No, what? Oh, is that Jean-Jacques is mimicking
I have
the...
actor feet. I could actually mimic him exactly, but I'm not gonna go that far.
Yeah. So he goes, well, he had the...
What?
Holding on.
Hold it.
Hold. Hold.
Right, I'm back. Sorry.
Fire everything. Yeah. He goes. He had his walking stick with him. That was mainly how he appeared to get about.
Oh,
Wasn't accompanied by anyone. He kind of roll a deception check here, Jean-Jacques, because he is going to insight you here.
Yeah, we're two information brokers here, so this is gonna get interesting.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
What is it? Natural 1 for a total of what's that for?
Oh no, he thinks this is important to my cause.
Yeah. What's that for a total of?
It's a deception check, so
Yeah.
technically I can roll no lower than a 10.
Okay, so
technically it's a 21.
Right, but natural 1. I see what you're saying.
It's
Okay.
Natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I don't know what you're rolling is
yeah.
on that, 'cause it's,
Yeah, he'll have
I think it's fair to include one way that John Jack could fail something.
Yeah, he's
involving deception and persuasion.
He looks at you for a second and he kind of like he stepped back and he's kind of like leaning. He's very tall. He's and spindly. He's kind of leaning back against his sort of table, drumming his fingers on it, and he goes, "Interesting." He goes, "Why is?" And now Frank's hosting this. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Anyway,
No, please.
I deflect into anyone else you've seen, anyone more relevant.
That's
interesting.
So he, with that insight on you, he looks at you for a second and remind me. It was you were just saying it was general information, but like he was wondering why
General
you were
information
asking
and
it.
descriptions of people coming and going.
Yeah. He I have hatred in my heart for this camera specifically. I don't understand. I guess I gotta just. Well, I might even just need to. I don't know if I need to buy new like USB hookups or something. That could be it. I genuinely don't know. Genuinely don't know. But he kind of like looks at you and he drums his fingers and he goes, "Interesting." He goes, "Well, if that man is of interest to you, he's."
I wouldn't quite be saying that. It's a bit.
He goes. He was. Yeah. He
I feel like the one guy that can catch me on my bullshit.
Which one, though?
The mayor.
Yeah. No. About.
I lived here for several years.
Which bullshit, though?
No, the bullshit about the blind guy.
I've missed something. Yeah. Anyway, he picks that much up. And anyway, he just like he looks at you for a second, and he goes, "Well, I haven't seen him, so can't really I keep wanting to say spectate. The word is Speculate. Thank you. Appreciate it. I can't really speculate much on his whereabouts.
No. He blind guy in the chest. Raised my brow. Anybody else? That wasn't what I was.
Yeah, the blind guy, the lizard folk. That's about it. We haven't seen anyone interesting. And actually, at that, the door kind of bursts open, and someone comes running in and goes, Mayor Stephen, there's a Mayor Stephian. There's a blue girl that's carrying a half-dead person over there. Assistance requested, please. Do we have the guard? Do we have the medics? Someone?
I got this. Don't be worrying about it, Stefan. I give him a big hug. Hey, buddy. Does he accept?
He does. He tries to like kind of like bat you off as you're hugging him, but he goes, "It's Steffian, you little gremlin."
Yeah, it's good to see you, buddy. Nice.
He goes, "Pronounce my language properly, please."
Which one is it, man? Is it pronounce it right or don't pronounce it at all?
He starts huffing and beginning to go. He starts huffing and beginning to go into like a little bit of like a hissy
thing to you to do psychic damage, man. Not
Exactly.
the thing. The cognitive dissonance does it itself.
Yeah.
Have a great day. I leave.
He turns and he goes, like, as you're leaving, you hear him put his head in his face and go, "Everything's gonna be okay eventually. I should never have let that man into my office. Everything's gonna be okay eventually. I should never have let that man into my office."
Hector pats him on the back and then just walks away. Pats the mayor on the back and then just walks out of the fucking building.
He's like,
your ears are red, and I'm gonna walk.
Yeah. He's like,
I know Judge Captain will push on the way out. That'd be a lot of red.
Mm-hmm. I thought he was gonna turn into a tomato there for a second. He was kind of losing it. He's already got veggies for brains.
I've seen lobsters less red.
Yeah, you begin to you follow this woman that's kind of like, oh well, they were over here, and she kind of like goes between, patters off along these pathways, kind of like, excuse me, out of the way please, mayor's office, please hold, and like patters over and forward along these pathways, and like as she goes, splits off to the side, there is coming out of a house. Yep. You recognize, give me one moment. You recognize much older than you remember her. Someone from your childhood. You notice this kind of blue-skinned elven woman now, has grown up significantly since you knew her when you were a kid.
I'm nudging up.
Yeah.
And then, like telling the joke, like, I'll teach you this. And then the smile just.
You recognize before you,
standing. What are you looking at? Whoa.
Standing 5'4" at this point. This and outfitted with all sorts of daggers and stuff across her body at this point, just strapped up like a rogue. And she's kind of carrying. You do not recognize the body that she is pulling with her. It appears to be just a halfling woman that is kind of heaving and gasping, kind of clutching at her throat, appears to be injured. And she's like, hold on, we'll get you help, we'll get you healed. It's all right. Just hold the pressure on it there.
I'm gonna immediately.
I'm rushing over.
Move forward.
Wonderful. As you kind of she looks up as she hears the sound of footsteps, and she first fixates on you, Hector, because you're the first one that's running. But as you kneel down next to the halfling next to her, she kind of spots behind you. She spots Jean-Jacques, and she goes,
I'm cure woundsing as soon as I get within touch range.
She kind of stands up for a second, and she goes, I thought
I'd a speck of good in the despotate. Rioni?
Jean-Jacques. And she kind of she leans over and she hugs you, and she goes, I thought you were dead. As much as
so good to see you.
10 healing.
Yeah. What was that?
10 healing.
10 healing. You do manage to the wound starts to close slightly, but it appears to be it doesn't close fully, which you're not used to. It appears to you can see that there's kind of this black energy kind of pulsing at the like necrotized tissue at the edge of the wound.
Fuck yeah, I don't got that magic on me right now.
And she kind of holds it over and she goes,
I don't have it.
Thank you. She chokes out, and
rest, please.
She kind of you see Brionna kind of turn around and start looking at her her henchman here, and just wait, it didn't heal?
No, not all the way.
God,
and I don't have
damn it.
I don't have curative magics, only health.
She goes, no, I we knew that they had these sorts of weapons, but it was, generally it's not as somewhere as vital as the throat. You can make do without them. And she turns back and she goes, and she looks at you, Jean-Jacques, and she goes, were you the only one who made it out? Well, and you see her face kind of go stony for a second. She goes, we know you weren't the only one who made it out.
Dreneth made it out. And Bahan made it out. And we lost Dreneth.
She looks at you and she goes, wait, you don't know, do you?
I don't know. What I not be knowing?
She looks at you and she goes, oh my god, this is gonna break. Oh my god, this is gonna break your heart.
I don't need any more, Dad.
she like stops for a second. She goes, "But you, where are you going?"
Coming to see you. I heard you and Iru were all here.
She goes, who stopped that? Someone stopped the music. Please don't stop the music. Anyway, okay.
But, yeah, I say that. Yeah, we're coming here for you. You and Iru were here.
And she goes,
So
she goes, yeah. And you said Joe. And she's like, yeah, Joey's over there. He's. She kind of like looks around. She notices the woman that's there, and she like gestures at you, and you hear a message in your mind. And she goes, Joey's undercover currently. He's acting as one of the poor in their cities to get some information for us.
That boy, I guess that man.
He's
been too long.
We've all grown. Jesus, how Jesus. She goes, God's how you've grown. She's like, the last time we saw you.
You be the only person that be saying that about me.
And she kind of like sombers, and she goes.
On his head, like up.
She kind of. She sombers for a minute, and she goes, "No, I do think you have to know." Toomba, she passed getting us out, and
I thought as much.
But this is more pressing because I have to imagine you didn't come back here just for the happy memories, did you?
I came here to tear them apart.
She goes,
like they tore us apart.
She looks at you and she goes, Jean-Jacques, there's a new there's a new baron of Stille now. Jean-Jacques, they named Bahan the baron.
It's a 2. I pass out.
Yes! Yes!
I just
gonna continue immediately.
That's so good.
Good night.
That's so good. And with that, wait, do we end session here? That actually seems fucking perfect. That's
pass out.
That is a good place to stop. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm gonna hate you for it, but I'm gonna hate you for the right reason.
That's amazing. And Jean-Jacques passes out. Yeah, fuck it. We end session there. Okay, good.
All right.
Good shit today, guys.